Good day everyone, I am Hilshane Sitamundong, your discussant for today. And today I will discuss the basketball basic skills which are the passing and shooting. So without further ado, let us start. The first one is passing. Passing is an act of giving the ball to a teammate. A pass in basketball is one of the most basic and fundamental skills needed to play the game. It is when a player moves the ball to another teammate through the air without being right next to each other. A pass advances the ball anywhere around the court, anytime a player is not dribbling it around with them. Moreover, passing is a two-step process that requires a minimum of two players on the same team to be effective. The passer must be accurate and must put the correct amount of velocity on the pass in order to reach their teammate in a timely fashion and in the right location. In order to pass the ball, a player must throw or move the ball to a teammate and the teammate must catch the ball. Passing is the fastest way to move the ball on the court large distances since teammates can catch passes from anywhere, except if they are in the backcourt and their teammate passes to them from the front court. This is a backcourt violation and a loss of possession. Now, let us move on to the next slide. There are three main types of passes in the game of basketball. These are first, chest pass, bounce pass, and overhead pass. These three passes are used across all levels of basketball, but there are only a very small number of situations in which none of these passes would work the best. The first one is chest pass. In chest pass, this is a type of passing that the force of your hand will start to the chest. The chest pass is when the ball does not hit the floor before it reaches its target. It is also used in many different types of situations on offense across all levels of basketball. The key in using a chest pass is hitting the teammate receiving the pass in the hands around their chest area. Throwing it too high or low will make the offense slow down and increases the chance of a turnover.
I want to talk to you about our first pass today, and that's called the chest pass, all right? Now, with every pass, you want to have some fundamentals, okay? First thing I want to do is I want to make sure I'm squared in my triple threat position, all right? That means that my feet are squared around shoulder length apart. I'm looking at my teammate, I'm crouched down, able to shoot the ball, dribble the ball, or pass the ball. Now, when I'm passing the ball to my teammate, I want to extend my arms. Extending my arms, thumbs down, releasing the ball so I can pass the ball to the target area, which is right here. So he can do the same, shoot, pass, and dribble. All right, I step, extend, and pass. A great pass, step, extend, and pass. Now, when you want to make sure you pass that ball, you want to make sure you pass it into the target area. This is not a good pass, all right? This is not a good pass. We want to make sure you hit them right between the numbers, step, pass, and that's how you execute a chest pass.
The second one is bounce pass. Bounce pass is when you pass the ball by bouncing the ball on the floor going to your teammate. It is when the ball hits the floor before it reaches its target. It is used universally across basketball and in many different types of situations. If the bounce is too far away, the ball won't get to them, and if it's too close, the pass will be hard to handle.
Bounce pass.
Bounce pass is good, sounds good to me.
So you want to get some distance in between you and your teammate.
Okay.
Because obviously I don't want to bounce pass it to you like
Oh
this.
man, you almost hit me in the bouncers.
Yeah. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to get some distance between you and your teammate.
All right.
And you want to try to bounce that ball half to 3/4 of the way to your teammate. He or she has to make a target.
Right, target.
Bounce it, you got to step, thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
And make that ball go right to the target.
Oh, okay, and it bounced right up to me.
That's how you do it.
Let me try it.
You see where that went?
Where'd it go?
What'd you do wrong?
I don't know, man. I just wanted you told me to bounce it, so that's what I did.
No, halfway.
Oh, halfway.
Thumbs
halfway.
down.
Halfway bounce.
Extend the arm, lock the elbow.
Oh, lock him out.
Yeah,
Okay, let's get a shot.
there you go.
I think I got this one.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve
You gotta,
Nash, I'm ready.
no, you didn't extend the elbow.
Oh, okay.
Lock him out. Look at you now.
The last one is overhead pass. The force of this pass is coming out from the back of your head. The overhead pass is used in more select situations when a pass needs to go a long distance, like in the full court or when a skip pass across the offensive half needs to occur. Throwing overhead will help a player throw the ball with more force and accuracy at longer distances.
Next pass we're going to talk about is the overhead pass, all right? Now, no, not overhead like this. This pass is used for long distances, okay? Sometimes you get a big rebound down there in the paint. You want to make sure you keep the ball over your head, hence the name overhead pass, all right? Same fundamentals we talked about before. We want to step and we want to take the ball over our head, passing it to the chest area. Now, as you notice, Mr. 540 is pretty close, okay? If we back him out of the shot a little bit, we head on down, step, I can still execute the pass at longer ranges. No matter how far Mr. 540 goes, go Mr. 540, go! Still executing a long distance pass. This overhead pass is used in many different occasions, but the number one time it's used is to start a fast break after a huge rebound, or maybe when you're taking the ball out of bounds and you want to throw a long distance pass to pass the ball to your teammate so they can score a basket. And that is how you execute the overhead pass.
Next is the passing rules. There are rules in basketball that describe how a player can pass the ball. Here is a list of passing rules in basketball. First, players can pass from anywhere on the court as long as they stay in bounds. Second, you can use one or two hands to pass the ball. Third, you can pass the ball using an overhand or underhand motion. Fourth, there is no limit on how hard a player can throw the ball. Next, you cannot pass the ball to yourself. Players cannot pass from the front court to the back court. Players cannot take more than 2 steps without dribbling in order to complete a pass. So why players should pass the ball on the court? Some of the reasons why players should choose to pass the ball on the court are: first, to create openings for players to take shots. Second, to maintain control of the ball. Third, to use time on the game clock. Fourth, to test the defense and see what they are running. And fifth, to keep the ball away from the defense. Why passing the ball is important in basketball? It is important as passing is the quickest and most effective way to get the ball from player to player and move it around the court. The more passes that are made by the offense, the more you will challenge the defense. It keeps them scrambling, frustrated, and tired. The next basic skills in basketball is shooting. Shooting is an act of putting the ball into the opponent's basket in order to score. Shooting is the most important skill in basketball. In addition to shooting skill, you must have confidence in yourself to shoot well. To shoot accurately, square your shoulders to the basket and place your feet shoulder length apart, with your knees bent slightly and back leaning towards the basket. Put the fingers of your shooting hand under the ball and tuck your elbows close to your body. Then, flick your wrist towards the hoop to release the shot. Your index finger should follow through facing the basket after releasing the ball. Next are the commonly used types of shooting in basketball. First is the jump shot. Jump shot is most frequently used for a mid to long range shots, including shooting beyond the arc. To achieve balance when facing the basket for a jump shot, You have to take a wide stance, usually shoulder width apart. Bend your knees and square your shoulders. Then, make a fluid, explosive upward leap, and at the apex of the jump, follow through by shooting the ball. When the ball is released at the apex of the jump shot, keep your elbow straight to ensure that it is pointed in the direction of the basket. Concentrate on the flicking of your wrist and holding it in position to provide the ball with momentum and spin. The second one is hook shot. It is when the shot is made while your body is not directly facing the basket. To execute a hook shot, you need to face the basket sideways so that your shooting hand dribbling the ball is facing away from the basket. This is also the stance to help guard the ball against your opponent. This makes it difficult for your opponent to try to block the shot due to the distance created between you and your defender. To make the shot, jump with your left foot, pushing off the ground if you're making a right-handed shot or vice versa. The shooting arm should be slightly bent, and it should thrust upwards as the ball is looped with a flick of the wrist. The third one is bank shot. It is when any shot made where the ball hits the backboard before heading into the net. Jumping higher can also sometimes mean jumping slightly backwards when aiming for the basket to prevent defenders from blocking the shot. The ball should not be hitting the rim too much after bouncing off the backboard. The ball should then bounce off the backboard and into the net. The next one is free throw. It is a shot attempt given to a player that was fouled and it is taken on the free throw line. Next is layup. It is a shot made from short range by a player moving towards the basket. To execute a layup, dribble the ball towards the basket. If you're on the right flank, dribble the ball with your right hand. Then, at the 3-point line, or within 2 meters from the basket, take 2 giant strides towards the hoop and attempt to score by throwing the ball at the top corner of the backboard or lay the ball gently into the basket. The last one is slam dunk. The dunk is usually the most spectacular shot and is one of the toughest feats in basketball. It usually requires more jumping ability than shooting skills. To execute a slam dunk, dribble and charge towards the hoop when ready to execute the dunk. Jump explosively to get as high as possible and leap towards the hoop. Lift the ball above the rim and push or slam it forcefully through the rim. If you want to learn more about the step-by-step tutorial of the different types of shooting, you can watch it on YouTube. That's all for our discussion. Thank you for listening and have a great day.